Hello babies and welcome back to another video. The last time when we left off we got the freezing over ending, so we're gonna see if we can find out some other pathways today, but I don't really know where to look because I feel like we've tried everything that we could. Oh, it looks like this one we can change. There's one we haven't used. We haven't used one here. Break. Oh, this was the one where we were meeting up with the new girl in town. We could try this one because we were supposed to meet up with our friend Rolo anyway.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
So I think this means that we'll actually be able to have her meet Rolo. Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Off to the treehouse.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
I feel like she must know something that we don't know. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Intuition tells her. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. Even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh? It opened. Do we go inside? What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. Was someone coming out? Oh, it's the mistress. That's Eris Valentine. It's the hazmat suit. Wait. Who was it that borrowed it? I can't remember now. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Was it the bunny rabbit? Or was it the mayor? I think it was the mayor. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. Wow. At least she's telling you up front that she's hateful. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Can't wait to see the look on that Rub Kerr's face. Rube. What's a Rube? Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
That's not who I thought it was gonna be. It's Grandma. What the hell are you doing?
A chill ran down Luca's spine.
Bro!
His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
Oh. An answer I certainly respect. Grandma, what are you doing?
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Wait, so why'd the rest of her hair pop out? Oh, maybe it was always out. I just couldn't see it because she was standing behind the gate. Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
I mean, we have to trust that she's doing the right thing, right? Because it's her family that's been disappearing. But I was not expecting
Chapter
to be
5.
Gran.
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my Gran. That was your Gran? Yeah. Okay, well. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Okay, so why would Gran, if it was Gran in the hazmat suit, why would Gran have grabbed him? So it couldn't have been Gran there. Someone else is doing these things. We know the mayor has borrowed the suit, and I'm pretty sure the rabbit borrowed it, and that's probably who was actually there when he tried to grab us. He grabbed us and killed us. Originally. Was it this way? I don't think it's that way. That goes out further. We want to go through town again. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
Jeez. There. And would you like my soul as well? Don't tempt them. I think they would steal it.
Almost pondering the possibility.
They're contemplating stealing it.
Broken laughter as they walked away.
I don't want to pass this guy. A bunch of bozos. Don't talk to us. Don't even look at me. Should I talk to him if he doesn't actually try to kidnap me? Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. Next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me just to keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better along home now. Too dark to be out wandering on your own. Did Beck even ask to leave her house? She just kind of was like, alright, see you parents. No worries. Don't need to know where I'm going. Yeah, okay. This is where we're headed. Into the woods. What are y'all doing?
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all come together nicely. Couldn't have done it without
the
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
Not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including Valentine's. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know, what I love most about the agricultural business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles
With
of
a glimmer
potential.
in his eye, Kerr gestured
like that.
grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Is Kerr trying to take over the town? Is that his real plan? Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's trying not to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what the fowl harvest thingy is. It's a kind of long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was the water or the air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The fowl harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens, and no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yeah, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pine Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going. It's all very suspicious, but I don't really have any clue of what it could really be. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh, it even has a little... It's a car door, that's great. Emergency meeting. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Oh, it's moving now. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Joff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What did they do? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. Man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at Valentine Warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Valentine Eris? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of
Rollo and
awesome.
Luca shot back a look.
Heck, no offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. He's really jumping. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it could have been my Gran at the warehouse. Couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff without worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think you would have noticed it by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. Always game for us a good snoop. You can count me in. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Are we finally going to be able to get into one of these rooms on the inside? What time is it? Oh, those are really cute pajamas. I'm coming. Calm down. Where's Gran? Did she leave already? Oh, hi friends. Rilla, what on earth is that? He's got a detective hat on. That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Damn. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? My wig, maybe, because then it would always be on me. Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Why don't you all spread out rather than just following him around? Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat, it may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost in ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. What did I say? That it would be a closet? No dice. It's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway. I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto
Because
Luca's
it's out of
face.
his reach.
All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rilla. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Lucas scrambled up Rollo's back.
Oh my gosh. Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, this was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh, hey. Let me just yank on this random teacup
As
and...
Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click.
Oh my... What?
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
She has a hidden room in here? Bro. Seems like your Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. Let's hope that she's a superhero. So which one do you think she is? We're about to find out. I want a secret room in my house. I think that'd be so cool. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe? Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Who's Walter? I forgot. Have we heard about Walter before? What do you got there? It's my dad. Oh, snap. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages.
He has no couth. He's just like, we're just gonna do it. Balls to the wall. All or nothing.
He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Really? Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Willoughby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Willoughby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribble in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Willoughby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to those reports later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Is this why he went missing? Because he was starting to get on to what was really happening? Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut. A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your Gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks? Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Nuncreed has a bullseye. The killer has chosen our next victim! We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Alright, let's see what else we got around here. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your Gran making? She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in
No,
the jam.
why would you?
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar and ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A Gran jam gram? It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pine.
Cool, this map looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance of town. And if we follow it...
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
It leads right to the factory,
He
right?
jabbed down at the end point.
Town square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on the map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure? A real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a kind of gulp situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. Uh-oh. Is that her? What was that? Gran's home.
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? What? No, I heard it too. Was that the front door? Which means someone just shut the front door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead,
It's a terrible idea.
creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
They left the thing slid, so she's gonna see that it's open.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
That's not Gran. It's, what's-her-face's dad?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down
Three
there?
kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for
You
signs
can't see, it's so
of life.
dark. Huh. Guess it's
Rollo
nothing.
shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone
From
there?
the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with
We all
relief.
really think that Rollo would kill somebody. You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped.
Mr. Tolliver!
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
Alright. This will be where we end for this video. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. If you want to continue to follow this series until we finish, go ahead and like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Then you'll know when the next video comes out. And if you haven't seen the other videos, you can start back at the beginning of the playlist and you'll be able to catch up. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.